Good day people, Thomas JJS here, and I'll be your host for this game. So this is a ranked game. I am playing as Malzahar and my team is Karthus, Greaves, Gangplank and Sona, as you can see. The enemy team is Udyr jungling, Ryze middle, Viktor top, Soraka and Ashe bottom. It's a pretty typical ranked setup, except that we have dual AP on both teams. So the reason I wanted to cast this match is because it was a match where my team kept flaming, but we, I'm going to spoil the whole game now, but we actually managed to turn it around, and in my opinion that's a game that's worth casting. I think it's lagging or something. Anyways, I had some issues with the low replay thingy. So first, they're CVing us. Soraka, Sona and Greaves goes down bottom. And I guess they're gonna be taking Spoggons. Yep. And we have Gangplank jungling for us, so I'm gonna be pulling for him. And we're gonna have Nathan or Karthus as his name go up top. So I come into lane and I say I have Ryze, and actually I don't do too well versus Ryze actually. You guys can see. So I get the first two last hits right there. Now jungler is done with blue buff, and it's now moving on down to wolves. And I believe this is where comes in. Our Karthus is doing well up top versus their Viktor. And here he goes. No? This Ryze really wants to get me now. There it is. He gets a pretty strong combo in, and I'm lagging now, it seems. Gets a pretty strong combo in, and I'm pretty low health. So I'm forced to use one of my potions straight up, right there. And in top, as you can see in the farm right now, me and Karthus are pretty equal on farm, whilst Ryze is out farming me by 2 CS right now. And Viktor's not doing too well on the CS farm, which might be because he's a pretty new one. I'll talk a little bit about what I go and skill as Malzahar, just while this game is getting underway. I usually go for the E before anything, but in this match I went E and the W before anything. In this match I decided to go for E, Q, E, Q, E, ultimate, E, and then W, pretty late. The reason for this is because I needed something that could help me get my farm up. And I just couldn't get much CS. As you can see, I'm at 9 now and Ryze at 11, and we should be at much greater numbers. And I was outlaned for most of the match, so I had to have something that could help me get the edge that I needed. Down bottom we have Sona and Greaves still doing pretty well versus this Ashe and Soraka combo. Greaves is one of the strongest AD carries currently, and I really do enjoy playing him when I do. Here it is. Yeah, I didn't like the new ball replay. Yeah, so I get harassed a little bit by Ryze, and I have to. Yeah, this is a big mistake by me. He gets a full combo on me, and I missed my silence, so I'm forced to go back while he can continue farming in the lane. I really don't know why I get really lag spikes. Up top, Kartus is currently beating Victor by 3 CS, which is good for us. At bottom we have Greaves, who has 22 versus Ash with 23, so we're pretty equal in every lane currently. And the jungler's haven't began to gank yet. The only lane that's really struggling is currently mine. I'm 5 CS behind, and I'm at 11 CS when the AD carries are at 27 and 23. So I'm not doing too well. I have a bad lane currently. But at this point, Bryce is out of mana, whilst I have pretty much full mana, which is an advantage for me, because now I can push as much as I want and not be afraid of him bursting. So until he gets a blue buff, I am actually pretty safe. Bottom is pushed to the tower, and this is at the point where junglers might be coming out for a gank. Udyr is getting ready for his first gank soon, and I believe that one to be on me, if I'm not mistaken. So I do what I usually do with Malzahar. I push my lane up to prevent the enemy from getting any CS, which is what I usually do. Our Kartus is going B, so we can get some items. I believe he gets... yeah, he's going for that one. Here, Udyr's in for a gank, and I run out into the bushes to prevent him from getting a stun on me. He decides to turn around, and I decide that, okay, then I'll just pop some potions and I'll go into lane again. So I go into lane, and I continue pushing it to the tower. And Udyr now decides that, okay, I don't want to go middle, because he will just outrun me. So what Udyr does is, he approaches down bottom instead, which was CV'd, so they could go back. And he decided that he didn't want to, so he went up middle again. This is at the point where blue buff is starting to become a issue. Because we're approaching the respawn timer of blue buff. I think it's 5 minutes, and when we started up at 1:55, it should be spawning at around 7:10. So Rice goes back. I was thinking about stopping him from going B at this point, but I didn't want to do it because it would make me overextend. Up top, we see that Kartus is at 31. Whilst Victor is at 29, so it's still pretty even up top. If I remember correctly, they were even pretty much all the time. Down bottom, we are still pushing with our Greaves and Sona, and we're starting to get a little bit of an advantage on the Ashe. We have 46 to 35 in CS, which is pretty good. Our jungler has still not started ganking. He's been covering my lane once, and he's not ganked anywhere that I noticed, at least. So Rice is back into lane, and at this point I think I'm going to be going back, because I pushed to the tower. There's no way he's going to be able to push all the way to my tower before I can come back. And I've got enough money for a blasting wand. So I'm currently just going back for my blasting wand, and I'm going to be returning to lane. Also, I do buy a lot of potions. This is so that I can sustain myself in a lane. At this point, I ping blue to tell them that their Rice is now getting blue, and I won't be able to do shit to him. Because the Rice with blue, at least in the early game, that's just a spam fest, and you can't really do anything about it. You know? So I do what I do best. I push my creeps all the way to the tower to prevent him from actually getting any CS. If I can prevent him from getting CS by having the tower last at him, then that's a win for me. And if we look at the CS now, you will see that we have a 48 to 32 advantage, so I am 33 actually, so I'm 15 CS ahead, because he's been out of his lane all the time, and because I had mana when he didn't. Ryze is now missing, and I believe he is going bottom for a gank. There it is. He decided he wanted to go bottom for a gank, which I can understand. So I went out into the water to try and catch him, and I was expecting Mr. Greaves and Sona and stuff to come up and help me. So I stood in this bush and waited for him. Here I used my silence to get him, and I did get him. So he was silenced, he couldn't do anything. And here I make a huge mistake. I go into the brush without any cooldowns up, which means he can use all his cooldowns on me without me being able to do anything. So what happens is I flash in to use my my dog in him, so I can get first blood, and then Udyr kills me. And if you look at this Mr. Pirate over here now, he goes into the tower and lets the tower kill him. Yeah, so that would have been worth it, unless Mr. Gangplank had died there. This is not the first time he does that. As you can see, we're now starting to rage here. There's going to be a huge rage fest in the team. And this is before Mr. Graves down here starts raging, because he turns out to be a little bit of a dick. So, up top we have Karthus still trying to do his best, and at this point I think he has a problem with sustaining himself. I think he's pretty low health. Never mind that one, I haven't looked at him, so I don't think that's correct. It might be. But I remember him having a little bit of a problem top. Not too much, but a little bit. And here he gets ganked by Udyr, and I actually look up here to see what happened. And he does a good job in preventing them from diving. Down in my lane, I keep silencing Ryze as much as I can, and I'm currently out farming him by 21. This is because I'm now at level 2 in my Call of Void, which means I can kill most caster minions pretty easily. After the jungle we have our Gangplank fighting Udyr in our jungle, and now he's kiting Udyr away from me, which means that I won't be able to hit him. And Udyr now decides he wants to go on to Mr. Gangplank, and we can't get him because Gangplank kites him down here instead of kiting him up there. And now I make a huge mistake. I follow Udyr all the way instead of staying and killing Ryze. So Karthus dies right there. Oh, yeah, Karthus dies right there. No? There he goes. Karthus dies, and Ryze escapes with almost 0 health. I go in for the kill, but I don't notice that Mr. Viktor is coming down up there. I did not see this, and Viktor then uses all his cooldowns on me, and I am dead without getting the kill. And now, if you watch the chat, you will see how much they rage and how much I rage back at them. And also, we had a problem with the PvP.net in this match, where when you were writing, you might get a point where you write multiple letters, just spam them. And it was not me writing or being mad or anything, it just fucked up, and I tried to write sake, and it ended up being which might be why we had problems with the recording too. Anyways, now you can see I'm actually raging back at them for a little while. And I shouldn't do this, I shouldn't be raging back. It's a bad mistake of me, I shouldn't do this. Now Gangplank comes around for a gank. And I go in, use my ultimate on Ryze to prevent him from escaping. There we go. Prevent him from escaping. And Gangplank tries his best to kill him. The Gangplank is not tanky, so Gangplank goes down to the Ignite. It's a 1-for-1, but we got an assist, so we're actually ahead. Plus, we got a killing spree from that. We killed the killing spree, which is more gold. If we look down bottom, you will see that Greaves is now farming versus Raka, which means that their Ashe is back and is not getting any CS. So Greaves now has 91 CS and their Ashe has 68. So our Greaves is getting pretty fed right now. So that's a good thing. Now I'm going top to help out Karthus with Mr. Victor here, but I make a huge mistake. Because at this point, Udyr comes in and times a counterattack perfectly. He times it perfectly right there. And he just, if you see that, he just came out of the bush right here as soon as I had gone into the bush, and I did not see him. I did not react to him being there, because at the point where you could see him, I walked out of the bush, which means he was hidden inside of the bush. And that really fucked me over, and people really started yelling at me for that. Because now currently I'm at 2-3, which is, well, which you can say is feeding in a way. At bottom there's still just farm fest going on, and Greaves is approaching his 100 CS. Karthus is still farm festing up top. He's died once, and Gangplank, which I complained about, has died 3 times currently, and he is now gonna be dying again. He got caught under the tower by Ryze and Udyr, and I'm too far away to actually do anything about it. So he's now 0-4, and this is the time where I start to become angry because he keeps dying. There he comes. He says, "Game lost, shut the fuck up, Masahar." And I believe that I say, well, in a while at least, when I get the CS. Yeah, he says he gave me the first kill. But if you remember, that was the first kill was here. And I believe that was all me. Like, I was standing here, DPSing down Ryze, went over into the bush right here, then I popped my dot on Ryze, and it killed him. Don't even think Gangplank got an assist for that. No, he didn't. He's got 1 assist, and that's the one that was here. So he didn't even actually do anything to me. At this point, Ryze is down trying to kill bottom. He manages to kill, if I'm not mistaken, he managed to kill one of them. Yeah, he ends up killing our support, and something weird happened there. He was actually down here when I was there, so Karthus uses his ultimate, and we tried our best to stop the dragon attempt. And this is where things start to turn around a little bit. So we start a dragon, and I know Udyr's around here somewhere. I know he's going to be coming. So I'm trying not to use all my cooldowns. And at the point he comes out, he smites the dragon, so he gets it. But I use my ultimate on him, and he dies. At this point, bottom is coming up, and we have a Ashe, Ryze, and oh, a lot of things just happened straight up. And a lot of people just coming up, and I'm trying my best to silence everyone. So I use a dot on Rice, and then I run away to prevent him from killing me. This gave me 1 kill and 2 assists straight up, which is a actually, yeah, 1 kill and 2 assists straight up, which gave me a lot of gold. I'm at 900 right now. And I go back into lane to just get that last bit of farm so that I can go back. So I get this last CS, the last minute wave. Then I decide that I want to go. Well, actually, no, I get this wave too. And my dot will still keep giving me gold as soon as I go back. Like, as you can see, I now get gold and it keeps jumping even though I'm out of range. That's fancy. Anyways, so I get some gold from that and some experience. And then I go B to buy myself a. That's the way I buy myself. Yeah, I buy myself the Sorcerer's Boots for magic penetration. And then I sell all my potions, or eggnogs, as they're called. And we get a turret down bottom, which is perfect for me, because then I can get my needlessly large rod. And I'm now at 211 AP, which is which grants me a lot of damage on my dots and everything, which is pretty perfect. And here it is. We can still win. Like, we're 5 in 11, but we can still win. There's a good chance of us still winning, because they keep making mistakes. They keep doing stupid stuff. Now I see Greaves and Sona coming up middle, so I ping for a. I believe I pinged for a kill onto Rice, and here's Rice. So our Greaves goes out and starts. The fights are stupid. Starts DPSing down Rice, but we can't really catch him. So I try to use my silence to prevent Udyr from going into his bear form and stunning us. And we decide we want to retreat, because we're currently 4 versus 3, and we haven't gotten a good engage yet. If we do get a good engage here, however, we will be able to win the match, because we are 4 versus 3 currently, as Ashe and Victor are not in the fight. But we couldn't catch them, so we decided not to try anything. However, since we are 4 people in 1 lane currently, we are able to push middle a little bit. But at this point, Ashe decided that she wants full out push bottom. And since we are 4 people middle, we can't actually prevent her from doing that. So what happens is Greaves does his best to get down to bottom and stop her, while we pull back middle to prevent ourselves from dying. Yeah, I don't know what it is, it's just latency or whatever. So our tower doesn't actually go down, but we're pretty close, seeing as Ashe got to free push there as much as he wanted. In middle, there's now a rebel going down, and we are now 4 people in middle, waiting for something to happen. The problem, however, is that they're currently much stronger than us. They have more items and more gold. So we are just waiting around for something cool to happen. And at this point, I'm just waiting for a break. Soraka now separates herself from the rest of the team. Udyr is currently watching her, but she now separates herself from the rest of the team, and our Cartus goes in and gets a couple of good attacks on her. I get a dot on her, and we kill her before she manages to escape. At this point, I'm going over to trying to kill Rice and Udyr by using all my spells at them. I have my dot on my AoE, and Rice is trying to escape, which he doesn't matter. He doesn't do because we have our Cartus. Udyr, however, escapes with about 0 health. And I don't want to chase him because we have our Victor coming along. Or their Victor at least. And here I silenced Victor, so he couldn't actually follow me and he couldn't control his cloud. And we end up killing Udyr and getting Victor pretty low so he can't actually defend the tower. At this point I'm pretty low on both health and mana, so I decide that I wanna stick back a little bit and not be too aggressive. Gangplank's going up top to get some farm, and I believe Ashe just pushed the tower down bottom. So I just got harassed a lot and I am now not in the shape to stay in my lane. So I ping that I am going back and I might need help on the tower. And at this point, I believe I'm going to be waiting out for a Rabadon. Yes, I will. While this is happening, Cartus has caught Ashe down bottom, and he is trying to kill her. However, Cartus is slower than Ashe. So what happens is Greaves comes in and uses his ultimate to finish her off. That's what Greaves is good for. He's a new Cartus. Shuraka's now middle and pushing, so I was afraid of her being able to push far into our turret. But I was waiting out for my Rabadon and just needed a little bit more gold. Our Gangplank is up top trying to be a brawler to Mr. Victor. He's pushed the tower a little bit, but he gets caught by Udyr. However, he manages to escape because he can eat oranges and BK. Down the middle, I'm still just farming my way, and if you look at the CS now, we have 113 on me to the 69 of Rice. Yes, it's 69. Make inappropriate comments. And we have 142 on Greaves to the 125 of Ashe. And this is a point where Rice actually wants to attack me as much as he can. But I keep pushing my lane because my dot just deals immense amount of damage now. So I'm trying my best to get my dot to jump over to Rice, which would be it would basically be perfect because that is free damage for me. Here we see Udyr approaching our lane, and Gangplank actually wants to attack him, but due to us being only 4, we didn't actually want to do it, and after all that would put us out of position. But we get a perfect gank out on Rice here. He can't do anything to this. So we got a good kill on Rice right there, and now we can push the tower, because there's only one to defend. So at this point we get the tower, and we end up going back, so we don't... so we're not going to get killed out of position. Oh my god, I can't speak today. However, their Victor came down to the bottom and I misplaced my Sarang, so I couldn't actually kill him. However, my dogs managed to do its job and kill him. And I get an assist on Udyr right there. And I believe we actually do catch Soraka too. I believe so. Yes, we do catch Soraka. So we get, that's 3 kills and a tower for 1 kill, which is pretty good. I don't know why it's lagging right now. I haven't had any problems with this before, so I don't know. And now we're pushing the inner tower. We know there's someone over here, but we're not actually afraid of it because we have the pushing power of Bruce Skeleton. And at this point we're going B. Well, at least Carter is going B. And I believe that we have a gangplank in Cart right there. Yes, he did. He actually got ulted by Ashe and got caught out of position. And we couldn't do anything about it. So I tell him that was a bad engage. However, I didn't actually at the time notice that he got ulted by Ashe. Which means that I am flaming him for the wrong reason right now. I thought he actually used his ult and just went into it again. But what happened was he got caught by Ashe ult. At this point we're trying to prevent a kill onto Dragon. But they are 4 versus 2 right now, and actually they're 4 versus 2, and that's not what we want to engage on. Which means that we just lost that engage right there. Now I decided I want to go around here instead of going that way to try my best to make them follow me so we can catch them out of position. However, they're not that stupid, so they didn't follow me. Too bad. I believe that at this point we make a big mistake again. I do believe it. And if you look at the score now, we're actually at 13-4, which is we're at a good position. Getting there. We've definitively caught up in gold, and we're ahead in most farms. If you look at me and Rice, I am ahead. Tartus and Victor, Tartus is ahead by a little bit. The only one who's lacking behind is, well, our Grease is lacking behind. And our support is lacking behind with 1 kill. Yeah, our support has less farm than their support. And here Rice comes in and he wants to kill me. However, I decided that I want to kite him into this bush right here. I didn't see that there was a CV there at the point. Then I decided, okay, let's just see, let's just crowd control this guy. So I do everything I can to crowd control him and keep him from attacking us. And I believe we actually do get a kill on it. I think Carter's not Greaves gets a kill on the Rice there, and I go straight on to Udyr, and we end up chasing in to kill this Udyr, but Udyr's fast, so we can't actually catch him. We decided that we want to push the tower here, because we're currently 4 people versus 2, 3, and we might be able to get some damage on the tower. However, both me, Cartus, and Sona are low on HP, and we shouldn't actually be pushing this much. But we do get some good damage out on this Soraka, and we actually kill her under the tower with people defending her. Because basically me and Greaves and Cartus landed everything on her, which is really good. It's a good kill for us. And we back off the tower now because we're low on mana and we can't really do this. So they decide they want to give me blue buff. So we go down to get the blue buff there, and actually the blue buff was down, never mind. We end up pushing the tower here because we're currently 4 versus 1. And Sona missed her ultimate there. If she had hit that one, we might actually have killed him. As Ryze approaches, we decide that it's not wise for us to stick around. Oh, well. Huh? I believe we did go back. Yeah, we did. We decided that it's not wise for us to stick around here, so we decide going back instead. At this point, there are minions pushing both top and middle, and Cartus is going middle to get to farm. We are currently on our way back, and I believe I am now getting a let's see. I believe I get one of those amplifying tones. No? I believe I do. Yeah, there it is. I get an amplifying tone, which gives me a little bit more AP, and I'm at 336 now, so I deal a lot of damage. I am currently on my way middle, and our Gangplank is getting totally wrecked by their Victor. Nothing we could do to save him right there. And now Greaves starts to flame. I make a huge mistake here going into a fight 5 versus 1, and I get instantly bursted down straight up. I get hit with, I think it's 2 ultimates, and I end up just melting away. And that ends up bad in our favor, because now they can get one more kill onto one of these. I think it's Greaves, is it? Yeah, they get a kill onto Greaves under the tower, which means that they now can push the tower as much as they want and not be afraid of us killing them. And since we're only 2 people alive currently, well, Gangplank's alive soon. We only have Sona and Cartus here to defend this tower, and the tower's gonna be going down. And again, they keep flaming, and now I saw with my real player. I tell them to shut it and don't flame and we'll win. Because that's the way it is actually. If you flame, you're actually just helping the enemy win. Because flaming doesn't help your team, it just helps the enemy team, because you prevent yourself from having a good teamwork. And I realized that, and that's the reason why I try my best not to flame in any match. And they keep flaming me for feeding and stuff. And I did feed a little bit here. Now we actually get a kill onto Ryze, I believe, no? Now we catch Victor out of position, that's why. And I believe I use my ultimate on... Oh. There it is. I use my ultimate on Rice there to kill him. And we get a perfect Karthus ultimate right there. And this will lag, we're not actually seeing it. We get a perfect Karthus ultimate and we chase these guys down, and I believe we get a Pirate's Q onto them to get a... What am I doing? Okay, I don't like this replay thing anymore. Oh well. What ends up happening is that Udyr wants out and harass, and he goes back again. At this point, we are pretty strong. We're at 16 kills total versus their 17 kills, of course. We're at 16 kills total, and I've gotten most of the kills. I've gotten 7 of them, which gives us a lot of power, because I can pretty much remove one of the enemies from the fight now. I go down bottom to push the tower with Greaves, and I know that Greaves has a lot of pushing power, at least level 15, which he is now. He's got a lot of attack speed and a lot of damage straight up. So what I do is I just start attacking the tower, then I pop every cooldown I have to remove minions, and Greaves just lose the tower. That's a 150 global gold, which means it's 150 times 5 gold, which is a lot of gold. That's 750 gold, if I'm not mistaken, for the team, and that's a lot. At this point, we are actually ahead, if we didn't know this, because we've killed 5 towers, they've killed 3, and we've gotten Baron once, I think we got him once. And Baron's actually up, Dragon, not Baron, Dragon. Dragon's actually up right now. We could be taking it, but since our jungler, our jungler is not here, so we can't actually smite it with, which means it's hard for us to get it. At this point, they try to harass me as much as they can, and if they can catch me, like if Ashe had used her ultimate or something, I believe that she would actually kill me straight up there. Because I had no tower to run to, no friends in the close vicinity, nothing. I had nothing to go back to. They are trying to get Baron joining again, and at this point we are pretty strong, so we can engage on this. We can go in and take them down. And their Udyr now comes in here. I believe he actually... No, we actually smite the dragon. We get a dragon himself. And Udyr goes straight onto me, which is his job. Which is good of him. And I end up using all my cooldowns straight up on Udyr to pick him out of the game, because he's disrupting us a lot. So I just pick Udyr right out of the game, and then we can go straight ahead for their carries. So we catch their Ashe. Our Karthus actually goes down straight up, but when Karthus goes down, he just goes into a somber mode, which means he still deals damage. I believe it actually uses the ultimate soon. And we get a perfect solo straight there. And I use my silence to prevent them from casting their spells. I used to pop down my... I believe I popped down my circle somewhere around here soon, to prevent Soraka from escaping through it. And due to the slow of Pirate, we can catch this Ashe too and push the Riktor straight back to the tower. I'm out of mana now, and so is, well, Greaves and Sona are closing in on being out of mana too. So at this point we are actually pretty weak. But our Gunblade decides he wants to go in and uses his Q and gets a pretty good hit on And at this point we can push the tower because we're currently 4 versus 1 guy with nothing left. So we start attacking the tower, and I clear out my minions with my dot, of course. And we get 1 tower, and I'm trying my best now to, or trying our best to get the inhibitor through. And I silence the Udyr so you can't stand swap. And actually, our Greaves and our Gangplank, they chase down the Udyr and get the kill onto him. So we get a free inhibitor right there. And Gangplank says, "So I am bad, I don't think." Well, no, you don't think. And I end up saying somewhere soon. Okay, that's it. That's it. There. None of us are bad, because we aren't. Like, none of us, not the GP, not me, we're not actually bad players. They've just had some luck, and we've just made some mistakes. And every player makes some mistakes, and it's just logics. So I told him that we're not bad, no one is. And flaming doesn't actually help, but giving compliments to people, that boosts their confidence, and it gives them the will to actually fight. And now I have my blue buff, and Malzahar with blue buff, oh my god, you just don't want to meet him. Like, reduced cooldowns on my ultimate and every other thing, and I can spam all my abilities as much as I want. It's awesome. So, they decide they want to start up Baron, which it's reasonable. You can do it. You can definitively do Baron now. I come up to through the bush right here to try and help them, but actually I don't participate much in the Baron kill. However, there's a Soraka. There is a Soraka approaching from over here, and she's gonna try her best to stop us, and I know she's coming. So I pop a silence, a dot, and use my ultimate on her, and get her really low, so that she has to use her heal and her ultimate just to keep herself alive. And that's in 1 ultimate wasted, because no one else on the other team needed any heal at all. And when they don't need heal, that's a wasted cooldown, because she only got herself healed, no one else. At this point, I think I told them that Soraka ult is down. Now is the time for us to push, because now they're lacking 1 major ultimate. Gangplank says that we should be going back and shopping, but I don't think so. I have a lot of gold, but we have an advantage right now. They have 1 ultimate down. We can push this. So I definitely keep pushing. I go on. And the Gangplank decided he didn't want to go back. So we have 5 people here now versus 2. And at this point I believe Victor comes out and wants to... No? Which one is it then? I know Udyr's lurking around there somewhere. He's over there. And we keep pushing, poking on the tower, because it's pretty close for us to get it down. Enemies just and we get another perfect Sona ult right in my circle, which gives me a lot of damage straight onto them. And I think actually we get a double kill onto Karthus here. Yes, Karthus gets a double kill, so that's 4 kills straight up. See, that's 3 kills straight up, and a Soraka that can't do anything. But at this point, we can actually just go in and end the whole match. We take down the turret and the inhibitor, and we have a lane pushing here. We have Ashe at low health with about 500 health, actually, and we have a Soraka at full health. And that's the only thing that can stop us right now. Those two characters. And Udyr is coming back in. Oh, he is back actually. But he's currently resting in base, it seems. So we push the towers, and as I usually, I walk around. No? Oh yeah, there he goes. I end up walking around the outer rim here of Nexus, and I see that Ashe is oversending. So I use every cooldown I have onto her in an attempt to kill her, and I end up actually killing her under the tower, which is pretty badass. And then we have an Udyr engaging on us. I silence Udyr to prevent him from stance jumping too much, and we kill the Nexus. So, thank you guys for watching, and this is a lesson in not raging. This is what happens if you play as a team instead of rage. However, if you have a feat of just raging. Nah, I'm just kidding. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later.